Howdy, friend. Sam Houston here, hoping you're living in high cotton. And if you're lucky enough to be in Texas, I know you're most of the way there. Now enjoy your daily dose of Texas history and Texas pride.
All right, howdy friend, welcome back to the Feed Bandit podcast and your Texas History Roundup for February 2nd. In 1836, Colonel James Bowie, in a letter to Provincial Governor Henry Smith, wrote, quote, "The salvation of Texas depends in great measure on keeping Bear out of the hands of the enemy. We would rather die in these ditches than give it up to the enemy." But he continued, "It would be a waste of men to put our brave little band against thousands. Again, we call aloud for relief." In 1848, the Treaty of Hidalgo was signed, officially ending the Mexican War. Mexico recognized the annexation of Texas and agreed to a revised Mexican boundary. It would extend from the Gulf of Mexico up the Rio Grande to El Paso, through southern New Mexico and California west to the Pacific. The exact borderline was to be surveyed and negotiated by a joint commission. All territory north of that boundary, known as Mexican Cession, and comprising half of Mexico's national domain at the time, became part of the United States. In turn, Mexico was paid $15 million. Oh, that was a hell of a deal. In 1856, the Texas legislature granted Dallas a town charter. John Neely Bryan had settled on the east bank of the Trinity River in November 1841, and in 1844, James Pinckney J.P. Dumas surveyed and laid out a 1/2 square mile town site. In 1932, Herman Lehman died. Herman and his brother Willie were captured by the Apache in May 1870 when Herman was almost 11. Willie escaped, but Herman lived with the Apache until May 1878. He participated in Apache raids, but was captured and sent to the reservation at Fort Sill, where he was adopted by Quanah Parker. There he was recognized as a white captive and gradually, with difficulty, repatriated into white society. In 1956, a record snowstorm dumped 33 inches of snow in 4 days on Hale Center, which is between Lubbock and Amarillo. In a 24-hour period starting on February 3rd, 24 inches of new snow fell, a Texas record for a 24-hour period. Woo-wee! In 1997, August E. Augie Garrido made his UT Austin coaching debut in a game against UT Arlington. Before he became UT Austin's baseball coach, Garrido coached at California State University in Fullerton, where he won 3 national titles. At UT Austin, Garrido led the Longhorns to 2 national championships, and he became the National Collegiate Athletic Association, NCAA, I don't know why I just do that, all-time win leader among Division I college baseball coaches. He was the National and Big 12 Coach of the Year in 2002 and Collegiate Baseball Coach of the Year in 2005. Garrido retired in 2016 and passed away in March 2018. All right. In 2024, a fire began this day near the town of Stinnett, north of Amarillo, near the top of the Texas Panhandle. The cause was attributed to a blown-over power pole, gale force winds, and dry conditions. Within a week, the fire extended over 1.2 million acres, or 2,000 square miles. There are also serious fires in western Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska. In the Panhandle, 3 people died. The loss of livestock was estimated at 7,000 head, mostly cattle, and many more burned cattle were slaughtered, and many farmsteads were burned. About 85% of Texas cattle are produced in the Panhandle. Jeez Louise, I remember that fire. That was pretty devastating and very sad what happened up there. All right, well, thank you so much for listening. That was your Texas History Roundup for February 2nd. We will catch you back here tomorrow on the next one. All right, you take care.
Well, there you have it. If you like our podcast, check us out at feedbandit.com. There you'll find awesome Texas First outdoors gear and apparel. Your purchase helps support the Bandits and keeps this podcast on the air, fighting for you and for Texas. Remember, preserve the tradition, protect the legacy. Until next time.